My name is Akosua Prempeh, broadcasting from the United States of Africa. Today, we're diving into the remarkable transformation of Burkina Faso's communications landscape, where new strategies and major reforms are shaping how information is shared during times of crisis and peace. These changes highlight the power of media in supporting security, celebrating local voices, and bringing all Africans closer together. If you believe in unity and the importance of staying informed, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's build a stronger, more connected Africa, one conversation at a time. Now, let's explore the story behind these historic reforms.
The field of communication under the leadership of the President of Faso has undergone several reforms over the past 3 years. The implementation of crisis-time communication and a wartime communication strategy are now in effect. Several bills have been passed, such as the transformation of the AIB into a public administrative institution, the approval of the specific statutes for Burkina Radio and Television, RTB, and the adoption of the bill concerning the powers, composition, organization, and functioning of the CSC. Here's the report with Unu Sise.
In times of war, information is of utmost importance, said Minister Gilbert Ouedraogo during a meeting with members of his department. It must motivate, reassure, and support the defense and security forces in their outstanding work. And with this in mind, the department has committed to taking into account all modern means of communication. This begins with the implementation of crisis communication and the wartime communication strategy. And at its session on April 4, 2024, the Council of Ministers adopted reports concerning the recruitment of communication agencies to handle these communications, whose implementation will allow for the synergy of communication actions in the context of the fight to reclaim national territory. And in support of government actions, the Burkina Broadcasting Television, National Language Version, was launched on December 9, 2023. The latter, created by the Media Leader Group, was launched in line with the vision set out at the Council of Ministers meeting on December 6, 2023, to establish national languages as official languages. RTB3 therefore aims to be a crucible for peaceful coexistence, a springboard for preserving socio-cultural values. Another key player in government communication is the Burkina Information Agency, AIB, and to enable the AIB to better fulfill its missions of collecting, processing, and providing accurate and professional information for the benefit of institutions and the media, the government elevated it to a public administrative institution of the state on August 21, 2024. And for effective regulation of the media in this context of the fight against terrorism, the government is providing the Superior Council of Communication, CSC, with all the capacities and resources necessary to fulfill its mission. A bill was passed by the Transitional Legislative Assembly on November 21, 2023, with its main innovation being the change in the method of appointing the president of the institution, which now falls under the authority of the President of Faso, as well as the regulation, in the same way as the media, of Facebook profiles with at least 5,000 followers. Another bill that was passed, the Code of the Person and Audiovisual Communication in Burkina Faso, adopted by the Council of Ministers on July 30, 2025. The aim of this bill is to merge all existing laws on the written press, online press, and radio and television broadcasting into a single code. Among other things, it makes it possible to define the status of professional journalists and professional press technicians, to define the status and funding methods of press companies, and to take into account regulations on digital terrestrial television, DTT. At this executive meeting, the decree approving the specific statutes of Burkina Radio and Television Broadcasting, RTB, was adopted. This law aims to provide RTB with a new organizational structure adapted to the current and future challenges facing the media in general, and specifically to the realities of the national audiovisual sector. To recognize, celebrate, and promote professionalism among the various professions in both public and private Burkinabe media, the Gaelian Awards are being held in 2023, 2024, and 2025. These awards respectively honor Soliman Sanu from RTB Tele in 2023 and Iradan Felipe Ada, also from the channel, at the heart of major events in 2025, with the Super Galleon. In 2024, the Super Galleon remained out of reach. From December 7 to 10, 2023, the Department of Communication successfully organized the 13th edition of the African Communication Universities of Ouagadougou, WACU. Freedom of the press and the right of access to information in the context of security and humanitarian crisis was the theme of this edition, which saw the active participation of Côte d'Ivoire, Cameroon, Guinea, Mali, Niger, and Senegal, with Niger as the guest country of honor and Cameroonian journalist Alain Froka as the guest of honor.